Hi, this is Tony, and this video is using STEMScopes for interventions for grades 3 through 5. You'll log into STEMScopes through your ClassLink dashboard. Log into ClassLink as you normally do. Click on the STEMScopes icon, and we're going to look at a scope from 4th grade. So we're going to go right here to Filter Grades and go to 4th grade. And we're going to look at Investigating Forces 4.6D for that single standard. And we're going to focus on explain, evaluate, and intervention. Remember, we're looking for resources to provide intervention during intervention week when students have demonstrated a lack of mastery on a particular topic. So under explain, several things that are good. Picture vocabulary. So you can either assign these to students to use on their device, create a slideshow to assign to them, or you could print those out and it's a set of cards with pictures, vocabulary words, and definitions. Also under Explain, we have STEMscopedia. You can think of that as your textbook, some additional reading material on the topic, along with some questions if you decide to assign those. And all of these can either be assigned through STEMscopes or over here on the right, the handout can be printed out. Oftentimes when we are doing some intervention, we struggle with finding assessments. So we've done some intervention. Has that intervention worked or not? So there's a progress monitoring assessment here under Explain, where we can do a quick check to see if students are getting the concepts now that we've done some intervention. That's one place for that. Two more things under Explain I like to look at: the content connections videos. So if you have a student that's more visual, we can see here is a video that shows two teachers experimenting with forces. They're talking about what they're seeing and what they're doing, and that gives students an opportunity to hear that vocabulary and context. And finally, if you have a student that is musically inclined, every standard has a Science Rocks, and this is a song on forces. We'll play just a moment of it.
Change in direction, shape, or position shows force in any kind of situation. 5 kinds of forces that are commonly used. You know them all.
So that may be another good activity for students to participate in, listen to, and hear as they're trying to master content that they haven't already mastered. Let's look under the evaluate. 1, 2, 3, 4 different choices for evaluation here. A claim, evidence, reasoning, a short writing piece, an open-ended response, which is also writing, a post-assessment that is more of a traditional multiple choice assessment, and then another writing prompt. So lots of opportunities to reevaluate. If you also teach language arts or you want to share this with your language arts teacher, look at all the opportunities for writing and science that are available there as well. Finally, under intervention, where you might start looking, there is another assessment, a concept attainment quiz, which is a multiple choice quiz. And closing in on science, well, unto itself is clearly not an intervention. It's another form of assessment where students do a fill in the blank. Here they illustrate, they do an illustration. So another assessment to use to see if the intervention was successful. If you are a 5th grade teacher, I want to show you a resource in STEMscopes for reviewing content. If you teach 5th grade, the STAR test covers 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade concepts. So review is necessary. We're going to go to grades, and we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom to 5th grade retexts. So this is meant for review. We're going to look at the 5th grade retext, and we'll look at classifying matter. And we see the student expectation there with all the teacher material. If you need to review that for yourself under Standards Unwrapped. Under Engage, there's a picture that could be used as a prompt. Under Explore and Explain, there is a hands-on piece. Under Concept Exploration, you notice that all these say T's. So these are meant for teachers to print out and use with students. Under the Elaborate, we have some vocabulary activities here. And under the Evaluate, we have yet another assessment, a good way to review before the STAR test to get that information to the forefront of your students' minds. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Bye.